Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this very special morning of graduations. We apologise for the slight delay in starting, but I hope it's only raised your levels of anticipation of what should be a great day.
Chancellor, by the authority of Senate, I present to you this person on whom Senate desires you to confer the Honorary Degree of Doctor of the University, John Watson OBE. John Watson is an influential figure in the Scottish business community. Formerly chairman and chief executive of printing firm John Watson and Company, under his leadership, the business built a global reputation for printing excellence. John is also well known for his commitment to philanthropy and providing advice and support to grow entrepreneur-led businesses. John Watson and Company is one of Glasgow's most iconic businesses. Founded in 1820 and originally based in a tenement in Blackstreet, Watson's was a family-owned firm for many generations and had built a reputation for quality and reliability in the commercial market, with fair prices and a loyal and hard-working city workforce. John entered business in 1968, having excelled in printing at college in Leeds, before returning to Glasgow to join the family firm. Following his appointment as managing director in 1976, John transformed the business from a stationer in St Vincent Place and small commercial printers in Townhead to a global player in printing, whose skills, particularly in label printing for the whisky and spirits industries, meant the expertise of the company was in constant demand. At a time when commercial printing was under pressure, John's decision to diversify more fully into label printing sealed the future worldwide success of the business. Growing demand for their products and services led to major investment at the company's headquarters in Townhead, culminating in state-of-the-art printing facilities. The firm reported profits in every year of John's lengthy stewardship, with a consistent turnover in excess of £10 million in the last 5 years of trading before his retirement. John sold the business to a US corporation in 2013, and the deal ensured that there would be no redundancies at the business, along with continued investment. And on his retirement 2 years later, John had completed 50 years in the printing industry. In 2006, John was awarded OBE for services to the printing industry and charitable purposes in Scotland. And this was followed in 2011 with a Lifetime Achievement Award by Glasgow Chamber of Commerce. And in 2015, he was named Scottish Entrepreneur of the Year. His many successes in business are matched by success in his leisure pursuits. A keen golfer, he's also a national gold medal winner in winter pentathlon and a black belt in karate. Since retirement, John has increased his focus on philanthropy and giving back to society. And in addition to his significant charitable giving, John provides a helping hand to young entrepreneurs keen to create or grow their own business. The Watson Foundation, set up after his retirement from business, has over many years assisted medical charities, sporting charities, and educational initiatives. John serves on the fundraising board for the Marie Curie Hospice in Glasgow and was part of the team that raised over £16 million to create Glasgow's new hospice. He contributed towards the Watson Auditorium at the Glasgow Academy and sponsored an exhibition at the Hunterian Art Gallery here at the University of Glasgow. In 2016, John became involved in saving the iconic Cossa Press, built in Govan in 1907, and the aim was to establish it as a working newspaper press once more at the National Museum of Scotland. John was also a dedicated member of the leadership board for the University of Glasgow's philanthropic campaign, advising and helping to shape our fundraising strategy, enabling new connections and making his own gifts to the university supporting the historic campus redevelopment and medical and entrepreneurship-related causes. Chancellor, I invite you to confer the honorary degree of Doctor of the University on John Watson.
Chancellor, distinguished guests, graduands, can I just say what a privilege it is to be standing here before you today and to receive this great honour from a university whom I have always had the greatest respect and admiration for. Little did I know that when I was running John Watson and Company, the Glasgow printing business I run as Chairman and Chief Executive, that one day I will be standing here sharing in this academic brilliance of so many University of Glasgow graduands. However, it is no exaggeration to describe the University of Glasgow in such terms, where excellence runs through this institution, and by association through you as graduands like a thread of pure gold. All that effort, the late nights revising, days spent in the library, the times when you thought you would never get there, all materialise in triumph on this most special of days. Talking of achievements, in drafting these remarks, my thoughts turn to Scotland and accomplishments as a nation and the efforts of great Scots. For a nation of 5 million people, we have certainly punched well above our weight over the centuries. The inventor of television, John Logie Baird, Alexander Graham Bell, who created the telephone, and perhaps the most appropriate for this august institution, Adam Smith, who lends his name to the university's most impressive business school. But perhaps the one I admired most is Andrew Carnegie, the Scot-American industrialist who blazed an impressive trail with his philanthropy and perhaps is best known for the thousands of libraries he gifted around the world. It was to Carnegie I returned on my retirement at John Watson and Company. The company sold to Multicolour Corporation, a $4 billion conglomerate based in Cincinnati in Ohio, and it's the world's largest label company. This is some 10 years ago. That I then set up the philanthropic organisation, the Watson Foundation. Why did I do this? Put simply, it's to give something back, having been successful in business over 5 decades. It was not just the right thing to do, but morally the right thing to do. Over the last years, there have been many standout achievements in providing, which you've heard earlier, and to helping many countless charities, notably Social Bite, cancer research, the restoration of the iconic Clyde steamer, Queen Mary, which is berthed over in the Pacific Quay, and the outdoor charity Outward Bound, to name but a few. So if I was to give you one piece of advice today from someone much older, it would be this. When, and it's not so much if, you become successful as graduates on your various paths you embark upon today, always remember to help those less fortunate than yourselves. It should be the guiding light that leads you your way as you travel through life. Always focus on what we nowadays refer to as social justice, because that underpins a decent society where no one is forgotten and everyone gets that all-important second chance and assistance. In conclusion, Chancellor, thank you once again for this great honour, which is a privilege to accept. Thank you.